Hello, Jomas here for a new and nostalgia video because I did just think about it and I didn't even think about this while recording the footage. It's about 8 years this race has happened. It was mid-March 2013 and we're about to be mid-March 2021. Well, 2021 should I say. So yeah, it's about like the 8th anniversary of this race, and I'm gonna give a little context of the race. So it's an even longer endurance race compared to the other rounds of the championship, which was like about 1 hour and 20 minutes, when the others were most likely 1 hour. So there is a sprint race and there is an endurance race. This is the start of the endurance race. The sprint race I finished 3rd. And the grid is the reverse grid from the sprint race. Wookie starts last because he had connection issues in the sprint race. So the organizers, which wasn't me at all, decided that he had to start from the back for safety measures. And because he didn't have the results in the sprint race, so yeah. It's a fight, a direct fight for the championship. There is Otis in 6th place in front of me. There is me in 8th place. The sprint race just occurred and we are tied on points. Countless of the fastest lap. We are tied on points. So basically pretty much whoever wins the race or whoever finishes in front of the other wins the championship. And it was about a 7 or 8 month championship from 2012 to 2013. And that was my first finale. I was stressed a lot. There were a streamer, which was not very often back then, commentators who like made some in real life road to be together behind the same mic, and I had a lot of practice, and as you can see it's also open setup and I started in 2nd gear. Why 2nd gear? Because I've made my gearbox setup to be like when I go flat out it goes super well, and it indeed went super well because I started 8th, I was 6th. But since I was on the inside of the first corner, and you see it's Monaco, I mean, it's Côte d'Azur, but we all know it's Monaco. And now I went there 2 times, and I can tell it's Monaco. A bit wider, but yeah, it's Monaco. And I did set up my car, so the starting flat out in 2nd gear was super good. And I'm starting racing hard. There's a like from I Overtake You, which is a very like friendly guy. I met him in real life. He's super friendly. We even like made an endurance karting race in real life back then with all the GTRs. Well, GT5 RS back then, the GTRs now. But yeah, so there is 2 compounds on this race. Well, in the whole championship basically. There is racing hards and there's racing softs. You don't use mediums. They are not allowed in the championship. The organizers, said that it was that way, not another one. It was 400 HP, so about 395 bhp, and 1,150 kilograms. And we had an extra ballast compared to like the minimum, so we could adjust the weight balance, more on the front, more on the rear. I think I was at 4951. So yeah. Important information, you don't see his name on the screen, but in 2nd position there's Silver Slide. He started on softs, and tire wear on this game were pretty high. I think we had like 2 or 3 times multiplier, but they were still pretty high, and so that means that's another like setup from this championship. On this race you can't change your compounds up until 12th lap, the end of 12th lap, and you can't change it after like 12th lap before the end of the race, so 36. So you had like a pit window to change your compounds. So basically what pretty much everyone does is starting on hard so we can get rid of them. They were like 4 or 5 seconds slower. And then doing a lot of pit stops and using only soft after. But you could do the reverse strat, trying to go to fly, like having a super good start and trying to like go through the field, because it's Monaco, so it's very hard. and trying to make some very good lap times to be like almost traffic free. And here, just brake a tiny bit late to like, well, prevent an overtake from I overtake you. And well, I managed to like stay in front of me, stay in front of him. Sorry. GT just made a little mistake. He had like HUD issues. He didn't see anything, so he was like a bit messed up. And that's the direct fight for the championship. There is Otis in front, he's inside, I know I have to be in front of him. And I know at this point already that it's gonna be a fight for the win. We both have like, we're pretty much like the fastest through the championship. Mikael, which like plays GT Sport actually, and he's like very friendly guy. Well, they're all friendly to be fair, so I'm gonna say friendly guy to everyone here. And like we know that they don't have the same like pace. And here I did a little mistake at this corner. I did outbrake myself, and you realized it was without ABS. Like the race don't have traction control, which is why I set up the gearbox to be very good on the start, and we don't have ABS. And on this car, if you brake a bit too much, you're gonna lock the front and it's gonna be terrible. And so I did hit multiple times Otis, and I know the stewards are very strict. And so what I did, I just like let him in front. I didn't try to overtake him because I knew it wasn't a fair move at all. Even though like I tried my best to not hit him, I did. So yeah, I tried to not take advantage of it. And yeah, so this race, as I said, is the finale. And there is the stream, there is the commentators, there is like inside information. I had a friend, Serbo, which is like a very, very, very friendly guy, to be fair. It's been a while I didn't talk to him, but yeah, I still have like very good memories with him. Like I did a mistake, I did hit Otis, so I will take you try to make a move, but he did pretty much the same thing I did to Otis. Like I did hit, he did hit me in the inside, so he gave me back the position here. I've lost a lot of time here, but yeah, still fair, you know. And so yeah, Serbo was sending me messages on the PSN, and you know, like on the PS3 back then, we like the messages, you had the title, which were in the pop-up message. So I could see like, yeah, you're doing great, don't be too greedy, what was it? You have a lot of time, and I think like you have a lot of time, it was in the next lap actually, because yeah, you'll see what happened in the next laps. But yeah, back to the fight. I see Otis tries to like go, like make a moves very fast to like get rid of me. Like he wants to overtake them and go away, because that's traffic of Monaco. We are running 42s. Just so you know, my fastest lap in practice on softs was 34. So it's 8 seconds a lap slower than my personal best. So yeah, that's way, way slower. So whoever can get in front of me first is gonna have a huge advantage. And you know, Monaco, if you can just go away and like fly away, you're gonna be in a very good position. Sly just hit the wall here, and we both didn't know, because there's not the compounds or anything. We didn't know Sly was on softs, and that's another hit. And you can tell by my driving, and I don't have like as much experience as I have today. Like it was my first big championship. Just so you know, I had 4 championships in the same time in the GTRS community I was doing, out of the 5, and I was about to like revive the Super GT Championship, so about 5 championships at the same time. So yeah, obviously lots of time and commitments back then, and I was really, really stressed because I wanted that title. I wanted like to be like, for obviously there's only 2 people who can be crowned champion in this series, and you want to be the one, obviously. And like the competitive side of myself, even back then, was like, yeah, I want to win this. Even though it's just not like, yeah, I want to win this, I'm gonna spend millions time, but even practice a lot on this race. But yeah, it's like it's unusual, even for myself, to see like myself doing that many, how can you say, mistakes. Because yeah, like it was very hard without ABS, but still, there's a lot of mistakes. Like, why I'm doing that? So yeah, it's very like I feel the stress in my driving. It's not smooth. It's not very smooth. It's like, I want to pass, but how can... Even more now, because Otis made a move, so I had to get risky. And that's what I just done, like, in the Rascas, going on the outside, and making the move stick. And you can see Sly don't have any tires. Strategy-wise, they did a 4-stop race. 12... I don't remember the race, but I did 4 stops. Or 5, maybe, I don't know. I think it was 4. You can see Sly like having no pace at all because the softs are dying right now. They are slower than the hards. Because I could do 34s in the early stint, but I was doing high 40s in the late stint, if not higher. So yeah, and that's the decisive move. Sorry. I just made like cutback on Otis, which actually worked somehow. I don't know how, but it worked. I'm expecting him on my outside, but I have Mikkel on my inside, so I just like go on the outside line, but I try to keep as much momentum I can. And now I'm in front of Otis, which is the first time in the race, and I'm like, yeah, I need to pass Mikkel. And Mikkel didn't have a great exit out of this corner because I've made my car set up a bit understeery, but with a lot of traction, so I could floor it, and it was going. I brake late, I see I can like just take the apex, and I'm first. No one in front, I can go on my pace, I can just go flat out. You know, like Vettel back in the days when he was just in front and flying? That was the strategy by then. And yeah, it kind of worked because, as you can see, now it's lap 48 out of 48, which it's 47 because they were the formation lap, as you could see in the beginning of the race. You can see how dead the tires are. They are really dead, and that was pretty much how the stints were. And there were a little thing back in GT5 and 6, I think, is back then you could you were refueling at the same time you were taking tires, and I did made my math back then, and I realized it was 16 liters you could refuel for free while taking tires. So you don't lose time and you can refuel 16 per liters, which was decisive also. I could gain a little bit each pit stop. And yeah, there it is. I won the championship. My first ever championship, big championship win, because I had the GT Zen back then. But yeah, this is the big, GTRS back then was pretty big. So winning this was actually, oh hello camera, was very big for me. It was like an achievement, and yeah. I don't want to say that was the route I had before actually going to the FIA GTC back then before retiring, because if you don't know, I retired from FIA GTC. A lot of people are still doing it, but I don't. I have other commitments in real life now, so yeah. But yeah, I think which is also why I wanted to do this video, even if it's great quality or anything, you know. I think this was the roots of me going further years later in the FIA and making 7 world tours, and yeah, being decent at least. So yeah, I'm sorry the video quality was not great. On the PS3 there's no share button, so I can't record directly as I can do on the PS4, and I don't have a capture card, neither a good PC, but yeah, to record directly the Gran Turismo 5. I was about to say 3 for some reason. But yeah, that was a little video. On my recording I don't have anything since 1 minute. I don't know what I'm gonna put now, to be fair, but yeah, that was early me on Gran Turismo. You could tell the driving wasn't as precise and smooth. Maybe smoother on the brakes actually than I am now, because now I'm just a butcher on the brakes. But yeah, it's just yeah, a little video of me 8 years ago. I had long hair as well. I'm not gonna put a picture, my friends knows, but yeah, I have very long hair, up to 55 centimeters long, so just at the middle of the back, if you want to see approximately where it is. Now it's not the case, but yeah, I had very long hair back then, and it was like pretty useful during winter because like it was very cold, and so I could keep my face and everything warmed up, but it was not great in the race because I was too warm. But yeah, you know, problems. And yeah, it was also a little opportunity to like see how my mic, a new mic, goes on the PS4, because yeah, I have a new mic which I think is clearer, but sorry, I don't know if it's like better or not. You're gonna tell me maybe if you're still here. But yeah, that was the little video I wanted to make, and yeah, my first big title, Koneko, like decent title or noticeable title of Gran Turismo for me, aside the GTs, which are like very cool guys as well. Went up from like joining them to actually being like one of the head guys before they actually put me in the GT, like in contact with the GTRS. Without GTs, you could say as well, I would have not go to the GT5 RS/GTRS and not this championship, and maybe not to the FIA, because yeah, for me I was just not that fast, or just like, okay, I know how to take corners, but not perfectly, or like at a low top level tier quality. So you know, all those things happen because of this. So yeah, that's also the purpose of like the video. Maybe I'm gonna call it like the turning point, because yeah, it's Monaco, and then World Finals was at Monaco. My first esports team were AS Monaco, so you know it goes in cycle as well, or circle, not cycle. So yeah, Monaco is like a theme, pretty funny theme. So yeah, and like if you want to go further, my first race against the GT5 race was on Madrid, and my first live event was at Madrid. So yeah, you know, it's just things happen sometimes in a weird way. That's how life is, I guess. But yeah, and that was the little video, which is about 18 minutes long now. So if you're still here, thanks for watching and listening. Mostly listening because the video quality was pretty bad. Tell me like if the mic is good. I'm not gonna be very active anymore on YouTube, like since I'm doing more stuff, well, all the stuff, should I say. So yeah, I'm not posting videos, not making videos, pretty much not racing anymore as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it and had a like decent time here to waste maybe 18 minutes. And yeah, I don't know when I'll see you again, but yeah, see you. Bye.